So God always blesses us. But look at what happened. See, there's a lot of revelation. Look at what happened. Many a times when God blesses us, the enemy is not far. He comes to steal. That is his work. Look at the account of in the book of Daniel. You remember that story? The Bible declares that Daniel prayed day 1, fasted for 21 days. As he was fasting, not knowing that day 1 God have answered. Have you seen the kind of God we have? Day 1, as he prayed to God, God is good. God is good. God is loving. See, no matter what you are passing through, never deny God. Never have the realization that God is a good God. No matter the affliction, no matter anything in this world, God is good. And he knows how to give good things to his children. So day 1, angels of the devil, they stole, all those. Then we tell the angel that was coming, bringing the blessings for Daniel. If Daniel was not a man of the spirit, he would have said, God has not answered. But what happened? He kept on praying. That is what happened to us sometimes. When we pray, we don't see any answer. We think God has not answered. But you should continue praying. Continue. Be giving thanks to God. Be thanking him. You should continue. God is a good God. I'm not that old, but in my young life, I have seen God. God has done wonderful things. Things that cannot be, your mind cannot understand it. It is impossible. Hallelujah. So, when you are serving God, you must serve God because of what you want to eat, what you want to gain. Just be with God. Hallelujah. Just tell God, no matter what happens, I am with you. I am not going to leave you in hard time, because challenges will come. In hard time, in good times, I'm going to be with you. You must understand that. Many years ago, not many years, say 3 years ago, I had a revelation. What was this revelation? Similar to the story of Daniel. We're believing God. We're in Nairobi, Kenya. We're believing God for some documentation and some property. Then we went in prayer and we prayed. And God heard our prayer. We have a God that can hear. He said, we don't have an high priest that is not touched with the feeling of our infirmities. You understand? So we prayed and said, God, we need you to do this. And we defined what we had wanted him to do. And that was it. Day 1, day 2, day 3, first week, second week, third week, 1 month, 2 months, nothing is happening. I told my wife, what is happening? Do you mean God has not answered this, this prayer of ours? But I got the assurance, because the Bible said this is the evidence. Faith is the evidence, the assurance. I got the assurance that God has answered. I went back to God. I said, God, when I prayed that day, you told me you've answered. What is happening? All of a sudden, my brothers and sisters, in the middle of the night, while I was asleep, my eyes were open. I saw the presence of God, like a cloud came down in a certain location, and I was in a vehicle somewhere, not that far. So I saw the cloud came down, and I saw a big box, very beautiful, was delivered to an angel, and that angel was coming close. So somehow, I knew that angel was connected to me. There was something, I was feeling that this angel belonged to me, and that package is mine. I was feeling that. Then the angel kept coming, was coming. Then when he got to where I was, before a twinkle of an eye, another angel appeared in a power bike, came and snatched away that package. I say, okay, this is the reason why
A demon has come, yeah.
This is the reason I haven't received. No, God was trying to tell me that He has answered. So then I went forceful. I said, no, what belongs to me must be mine. I became violent. The Bible declares, He said, as of the days of John the Baptist until now, He said, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and only the violent take it by force. So I became violent. I said, I must possess my possession. My brothers and sisters, the next day, I got SMS. The 5 things I applied for, different, they are not related. Maybe you applied for, you want to get maybe SIM or something from this network, you want to get, they are not related, they are different. All of them arrived the same day. So was it planned? Was it a coincidence? Everything applied the following day after I prayed. This is to let you know that God has answered your prayer. Amen. But you have a role to play. What is that role? You have to contend with the enemy. You have to take what belongs to you. And you must do that in prayer. And you must be faithful. You must make up your mind. Listen to this. I have a mindset, and this is a mindset, that it is either I get what I'm looking for or I get it. You hear that? It is either I get it or I get it. In other words, I must get it. You hear what I just said? Huh? So it is not that it is either I get it or I don't. It is either I get it or I get it. So I must get it. That is the mindset. So you must understand the God you are serving. The God is a good God. You must understand that. When you get back home, sit down, look at what is happening in your life, look at the challenges, look at everything. Ask yourself, is this the will of God? Is this what God will have wanted to take place in my life? If the answer is no, then that is not the will of God. The enemy is at work. Let me ask you, if you are believing God for maybe the fruit of the womb, or maybe husband or a job or anything you are believing God for, a good thing, if you had gone to heaven and you wanted those things, will you get it free of charge, yes or no? You will get it. For example, if I'm afflicted in my body or I'm sick, if I go to heaven, will I be sick in the presence of God? No, so it's not the will of God. Maybe we are not following tonight. Are we following? It is not the will of God. Job 38 verse 12. Remember, we are talking about oppression. Oppression. Witchcraft is serious oppression. Job 38 verse 12 says, desire not the night when people are cut off in their place. Did you see that powerful verse? It's telling you that in the night, that is when people are cut off. That is when people are destroyed. Then when they wake up, there's affliction. When they wake up, there's problem. It is not in the morning. He said, desire not the night when people, male, female, young, old, everybody, they are cut off. Oppression is real. The Bible declares, it says, the book of Acts, it says, I have certainly seen the oppression of my people in Egypt, and have heard their groans, and I have come down to rescue them. That is your story tonight. God has come down to rescue you. God has come down to pull you out of those challenges. Hallelujah. So in a nutshell, when we talk about oppression, what is really oppression? If we could define it in our own, maybe a layman's language, what is oppression? Oppression means cruel, continued action over another. Cruel, continued action over another. It is exercising authority in a negative way. Persecution, maltreatment, enslavement, exploitation. You know what it is to exploit? You exploit somebody, take what belongs, and you go. Dominate in a bad way. Oppression is not possession. Oppression is when the devil exercises power and influence from the outside. You know, there is oppression, there is possession. If somebody is possessed, that's a witch. That's, you understand that? If you are possessed of something, it means the devil is living inside. But if you are oppressed, it means the devil comes and go. You know?
Inflicts pain.
Yes, to inflict headache, all manner of sicknesses. That's oppression. But to be possessed means you are the body. The Bible says our body is a temple of the Holy Ghost. God dwells in our body. But it's now the opposite. God is no more dwelling. The devil is now the one inhabiting that body. Not 50%, 100%. Somebody that is mad is possessed already. Because you understand? So okay, how do you know if you have been oppressed? How do you know? Number one, if you see yourself having constant sicknesses, the sickness does not go, it keeps coming. One thing you must understand, there are demons that are assigned over every area. Sicknesses, they are demons for sicknesses. So, you know, poverty, there's certain kind of demons for poverty. You know, for destroying of the youth, sexual, whatever, conflict, war, killing themselves, and so on. You know, robbery. There's a particular demon that is responsible for that. So there are different group of devils, and the devil's kingdom is very, very organized. Hallelujah. So when you see yourself doing strange things you ought not to do, you have been oppressed. When you hear strange voices, you hear voices telling you to do something that you are not supposed to do, oppression is already taking place. When you see yourself you are being abused, you know, in several ways, you are addiction, you see yourself doing some things that you ought not to do, oppression is already at work. When you see yourself, you have fear. There is this fear that is always over you. You are just afraid of the unknown.
Anxiety.
Oppression is taking place. Anxiety, panic. You know, oppression is taking place already. When you see yourself that you are just in a low mood, low tune, no happiness. People around you are happy. You are not happy. Oppression is taking place. When you see yourself that every time you have sleepless nights, God has ordained sleep for us to sleep and nourish our body and be strong and be, you know, and you see yourself you are not sleeping, oppression is taking place. You have nightmares, people chasing you in the dream, afflicting you, doing all manner of things, oppression is taking place. When you worry over nothing, say, cast your care onto him because he cares. Worry not about tomorrow, what you will eat, what you will drink, what you will wear. Do not worry. That's what God is saying. But you see yourself, you are worried. That is already taking place. You see yourself, there is, you know, quarrel, conflict in relationship. You don't have good relationship. That you just notice that everybody around you, you don't like them, they don't like you, you always quarrel, there's conflict, and so on. That is taking place already. When you have conflict in marriage, oppression is taking place. Financial hardship is already taking place. Incurable diseases, oppression is taking place. Confusion at the place of your job, your boss does not like you, you know, is taking place already. You are emotionally derailed, disabled. That is taking place already. You have rising and falling. There is what we call rising and falling. Let me tell you. You see all what I'm mentioning, there are devils assigned to all these groups, all these names I'm saying. They are group of devils. Rising and falling, there is a particular devil that is attached to that group. What does it do? It will allow you to prosper. It will allow things to work. You want money, you will get money. But when you are about enjoying that money, it snatches the money away. Rising and falling. You rise. Everything is okay. All of a sudden you are back to square one. It's also called like a roundabout spirit. You know roundabout. You keep moving the same point for years. That is taking place. Witchcraft activities, operation is taking place. You see yourself, you cannot pray. We are all Christians here. You are weak. You cannot pray in the night. The devil is oppressing you. It ensures that you don't pray. Because if you pray, he's in trouble. Intercourse in the dream, that is taking place. Like I said, like witchcraft activities, in the night time they come, they have particular days of assignment. Witchcraft group consists of 13. The witchcraft cohort consists of 13 members. And what are they responsible for? They go about to destroy lives and property. They operate in high places. Why am I saying this? I'm not trying to scare you or to make you. If you know the way they behave, then you know the solution. So, like witchcraft activities take place in heavenly places. That's why you see that witchcraft, when they're having their coven meeting, they have it on the trees, high places.
In the air.
In the air. Most times when we pray, we think all our problems are over. Yes, God does answer prayers. And some of the devils, whenever you pray, you pray. Listen to this. Whenever you pray, just like we are going to pray tonight, there are some devils that will leave. There are a group of devils. There are some that are strong. The Bible says, this kind goeth not except by prayer and by fasting. It means that they are different. When you pray, some will leave. But he said, these ones will not go until you pray and fast. There are others that will not go even when you pray and fast. They will still be there. The Bible says, he said, Goliath, David killed Goliath. Listen to this. When David killed Goliath, what happened? Goliath was dead. But the Bible also records that Goliath had 5 brothers. Do you remember that? Were they dead? Where were they?
They were all to kill David.
They
Yes.
were still existing.
Yes.
So when you kill one demon, you continue at it. There are still more. So, but when you pray and you say, oh, it's like God has not answered. He has answered. But you have to kill every one of them. The Bible declares that the children of Israel, God kept moving with them. They were conquering more land. They were moving. They were conquering different land. As they were conquering those lands, there were enemies there. And they needed to kill those enemies before they possess the land. So there are enemies everywhere. And you must get rid of those enemies. And God has empowered you to kill them, to destroy them. Hallelujah. Are we following tonight? So do not think that God has not answered. Many times when you pray, something have left you, but you don't know. Some demons have left, but there are some that are still there. But you have to continue at it. Deliverance and spiritual warfare is a lifetime affair. It's something you will continue to do. It's not a one time. You have to continue. That is why the Bible says pray in all season. You have to continue to pray. Continue. You have to continue to be holy. You have to continue to, to stay near to God. Say, draw near to God, and God will draw near to you. Amen. Okay, there are three categories of people. Watch this. There are three categories of people in this world. Group one, they don't know of warfare going on around them. They don't know. They are not aware. Group two, they know of a warfare going on, battles taking place, but they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Hallelujah. God wants to bring us to an arena that you will become like a David that will take off the head of Goliath. You will become like Samson that will, destroy the Philistine. That is where God is taking you to. God wants you to become a tough soldier for him. The Bible declares that God raised Gideon. He said, "Thou art a mighty man of valor." You are a mighty man of valor. And Gideon was saying, "I am not a mighty man of valor. Look at me, look at my family, look at my generation." That is what happened to most of us. We look at the physical, we look at ourselves. But you are empowered. He said, "You are a mighty man of valor." Listen to this. He said, with you alone, I will destroy the Midianite. With you alone. You follow me?
Jesus.
So they don't know what is going on. But there is a group three. That is where God is taking us to. The third category are the ones that are aware of the battles. They are now terror to the kingdom of darkness. You are now the one terrorizing the devil. Whenever devil sees you coming, he runs and enters scatter. He runs away. Whenever the devil sees, many a times I have been on plane flying to another country and I'm seated, many of them will enter plane, seated at one corner, then the next fellow there start manifesting, shouting, fire. Why? You have become a terror. Some time ago, when I was in the university, God taught me a lot of things. I was in a van going home from a service. All of a sudden, there was a lady, a woman, seated in the same van. And she started manifesting. What is this? I don't understand. She started making incantations and all that. I said, what is going on? Then the Spirit of God said, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. If you don't say anything now, this woman is transferring something to you. That is why this mouth of yours is a weapon. This mouth God has given to you. Yes, you can eat food, it's good. But the main reason is to war a good warfare. This mouth is dangerous. If you know how to use it, this mouth is dangerous. This mouth, if the devil can put you down, you are seated, or the devil has made you are lying down, you cannot get up, you are now lying down on the bed, your mouth should be walking. I don't know whether you understand. Your mouth should be walking. Even though I'm down, I can never go down. You say it, you confess it, you speak, and the angels empower your words. So no matter what happens, you always speak words. Confess what you want to happen in your life. You confess it. Then I saw that woman. She started manifesting, doing all manner of things. I said, no, I will not keep quiet. I started speaking in tongues, speaking in tongues, speaking in tongues. I increased, speaking in tongues. Immediately when I started doing that, fire all over my body. I felt the anointing, I felt power. I started speaking. That woman couldn't take it again. She had to check out of that vehicle. She told the driver, I want to get down now. She has not gotten to her destination. So what am I trying to say? I'm not trying to boast, but I am trying to tell you that you can become very dangerous to the kingdom of the devil. You can become dangerous. I was telling my brother just 2 days ago, there was this revelation I saw, and it was a bit scary, but I give glory to God. What was that? I saw that I was in our house there, myself and my wife on our bed. Then, all of a sudden, we had just finished praying. Then, this around 2 a.m., I saw like a group of devils. They are close to 5,000 or even 10,000. There were many. They came and they assembled at the main door. There were plenty. It's like they have come to seek this man. You know, they were outside. Then, like I said, they organized. All of them were outside. They were in an orderly manner. Then their leader came to the door and entered inside the room and was coming close to where we were. All of a sudden, I saw some angels. There were like 5 to 6 or 7 angels that were with us. So I saw one of them also got up. I was a bit scared because I was still at the back. There were many, 5 to 10,000 devils, demons. This happened 2 days ago. So while I was there, I was a bit fidgeting. Then one of the angels got up and was moving close with a big axe. You know, they also came with knife, axe, and all that. And as that angel was coming close, they escaped. Every one of them started rushing. That's how they left. Let the devil come to you. Whenever the devil comes, let the devil see that you are prepared. Let the devil see that you are empowered. He said, put on the whole armor of God. Not 10, not 50, all. Put on the whole armor of God. There is war out there. There is battle out there. Put on the whole armor of God.
Jesus. Hallelujah.
So what is the remedy for this oppression? What the devil does not like. I told you what the devil liked when we started, which is oppression. You want to see people crying and all that. But what the devil hates the most is fire. Whenever you're praying, I call down fire. Let the God of Elijah, the God that answered by fire, come now and destroy these devils. He doesn't like that. So fire, number one, we use fire to address them. There are many weapons, but these are one of the dangerous ones. Then you learn to throw them down. You might have heard, I think you've heard some of these elements where I say, fall down and die. Fall down, eh? What's the meaning of that? He's saying that they should fall down. Remember I told you they operate in high places, in trees. So you bring them down, fall them down. You understand? The Bible says, they say, I saw Satan in heaven, fell down. The Bible declares that Jezebel, when she was to be killed, what happened?
That's
I
true.
don't know about remember. She was in the, like, upstairs, or like the first floor. They pushed her down.
She fell and died.
Yeah?
Yes, she fell and
She
died
fell down. They pushed her down.
from a high
that
floor.
is remedy. So, having said that, I want you to gather yourself together. I want you to get ready because angels are here. Warfare angels. I see angels here. They saw, they cut down, they pull down, they destroy. Hallelujah. So I want you to get yourself ready now. We want to pray now. We want to pray. We want to pray. So we rise up on our feet right now.